Ah, I have started sleeping for some reason. Why am I asleep? Okay, there we go. Good morning, everybody. Give me another 3 seconds here. Professional streamer, by the way. I'm still open. I'm opening Twitch chat. Just give me a second here. Enjoy some soothing Rimworld music in the background for the time being. Alright, let's pop that out there. Perfect. Okay. Let me turn that down a little bit, actually, because Rimworld music is kind of loud. There we go. Okay. And just before I actually get to stream the game, of course, I have to change my stream source. There we go. Okay, now we're perfect. We're ready to go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Berchenkönig. Hello, glad to finally catch a stream again, although sadly only for an hour or so, but still, glad to see you here. Glad to see everybody joining in for today's Rimworld stream. 5th week in a row, actually, managing to get at least one Rimworld stream in here. We might actually be able to play. Maybe not a complete playthrough at some point, but hey, I'm consistent with it so far, so I have a good feeling about this one. In fact, things have never been going better. We're having a great time here for the most part. We did also just kidnap 2 more people, hence the title of today's stream. Don't worry, we have kidnapped them, but we will give them relatively decent rooms so that they feel like joining us. Because you are good with melee, crafting, and intellectual, so maybe you're going to be our second researcher, because fast learner is kind of goated. And then you, I actually don't remember why we're keeping you. I guess because you're just really good at shooting people. That's useful. Well, he's what do you call him? Hussar. A hussar who is also a paramedic, so that's useful. Good at crafting. Also a jogger. Basically, that guy is just gonna like shoot people for us. Really useful. Anyway, good morning to YesNo9593 and Fothwez. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday so far. I think when we left off our last Rimworld stream, I think we had just sent these 3 out to try and make peace with the pig guys over here. They offered peace, or like a peace talk at least, and we sent people over there, and then it failed. Despite the fact that Elisa has 20 social. But it failed anyway, so that was cool, I guess. At this point, I actually don't really know what I should do next. I'm not really too sure. I think what we need to do is try to get everybody better armor. And I think somebody said the best way for us to do that is going to be by rushing... where is it here? The marine armor. It's somewhere over here. I don't really remember. Maybe I can search that up. Marine... Ooh, okay, that is pretty far. That is kind of far. But the recon armor, the marine armor, this has gotta be, that's gotta be crazy expensive. What do you use to make marine armor? I feel like that's gonna be plasteel or something. Although I guess we'll never know, at least not for now. But yeah, maybe, did I get those actual tiles? I did. I have sterile materials, so maybe I'll replace this like a proper research room. This is meant to be my first proper research room, but now that I'm thinking about it, it should really just be a bedroom, I think. And then the actual proper research room should be large enough to accommodate 2 of these research benches. Because I think someone told me I was behind on research or something, but I feel like I've been researching fairly consistently, so I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the vibe. Also, stuffing people into barracks, maybe not the greatest idea at this point. I should probably be nicer. Should make more bedrooms, that kind of thing. Other than that, I think everybody's relatively happy. Well, okay, yeah, you chemical starvation, but that's too bad. Yeah, everyone still has low expectations, which is good, but eventually they're gonna get higher expectations, and they're gonna want stuff from me. Also, I might be forgetting. Why are half the alpacas dead? I don't even remember why this happened. It might have been a plague or something. Maybe. Do you have any plague? No. Nobody else has the plague. I don't know. Slave rebellion likely. Not on my watch. Ooh, you're not very good at that, but you're passionate about your job and that works for me. Minor break risk. I do also want to know, is there a way that we can fix this guy's psychite dependency? It would be preferable if we don't have to keep force feeding him psychite when he really doesn't like it. I suppose if there is a way to get rid of that, it's going to be kind of later. Like, much later. Oh, also, yeah, we need to move things around here. I need a better floor. I'll do that. Also, I'm really not too sure if the wooden table is even useful. Like, do people like this? Maybe it makes the room a little bit better? I don't know. I'm gonna deconstruct that though, this bed. Actually, let's go ahead and set that to for prisoners. And then we're going to actually deconstruct the wooden slab bed, because that was just for one guy. We're gonna replace that with like a bed. There we go. Hello, Adrastius. How's it going? Let's see if we can reinstall this here. And honestly, the table is fine where it is. It's just that this wall lamp needs to be installed here. The dining chair needs to be installed here. And then, actually, no, this is fine for now. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Lore? A group from Accord of West Thani are visiting the colony. There are people who have relationships with your colonists or prisoners in the arriving group. Okay, crazy coincidence going on here. The town guard Faye is the daughter of Emily. You have a daughter? I guess you do now. Okay, and then the town councilman, Erison, is the mother of... I really don't know how to pronounce that name. But this person that we've kidnapped over here. Now, see, it's awkward that we have accidentally, in quotes, kidnapped your daughter. But on the other hand, considering the lore of this character, it seems that you don't care. Right? Do I have that right? Yeah, thinking that she would only burden the tribe, her parents exposed her to the elements. Somehow, she survived. Yeah, some kind of mother you are. But I do wonder what the game is expecting me to do with this. There are people who have relationships with your colonists or prisoners in the arriving group. Well, it is like an actual faction. I don't remember which faction. Reyna kinship? Accord of West Thani. The what? The Chalisi commune. Oh, are you these guys? Yeah, okay. Oh, you're like right next to me, that makes sense. The camps are, at least. Good morning, Duncan, right? So we've graduated to a slave-based economic system? That didn't take long? What do you mean? It took like 5 sessions. Took like 5 streams. At the very least, we haven't sold anybody yet. I don't think. Pretty sure we haven't sold anybody yet. It only took a year in game. A year's a long time. A lot can happen in 1 year, you know? Oh yeah, we still haven't built this yet. What do we need? Just a bit of wood and some components. We for sure have enough components. But yeah, we could really use more. I feel like we have so few. Let me see. Where do I have? We have some machinery here. Okay, yeah, as long as people pick this up, that's fine. That might be the only components we are aware of. So unless I start mining straight into the side of this mountain, we're gonna have to start trading for components. Not the greatest of news. Should have just named your settlement Vertesk. No. See, we're chill. You know, we're loyalist collectivists who also just really like to do slavery. It's more like it's like a side gig, really. I mean, our main thing is just like... No, I just thought about it for a second. It kind of is slavery. Thought about that for a moment. Nope, it kind of is. I was gonna say, actually, our main thing is like growing drugs and then selling them. And then I realized, actually, this is just a cash crop, and we kidnap people and force them to work in the fields for cash crops. It's about as direct as you can get, actually. Unpaid internship? Exactly. I mean, if you really think about it, considering how it happened, okay, it's more like they're just working off their debt because they attacked the colony, right? So if you attack the colony, speaking of, who's supposed to be suppressing? You're supposed to be doing wardening things. Oh wait, no, that's Garrett. Why are you mad? Oh, it's just a slave rebellion. Isn't that what warden is supposed to suppress? Oh, that's for prisoners. How do we make sure that the slave remains oppressed? Or suppressed? Who's supposed to do that job? I feel like it is supposed to be wardening. I don't know. Isn't that what the halflings in a scan said? We're just fertilizing. Yeah, don't worry about it. Slaves are more likely to revolt if they can access weapons, i.e. the stockpile. Okay, but like, how do I make sure that they keep their suppression? That's the biggest issue. Also, I'm kind of afraid of like killing this guy. I don't want to kill you. Hmm. Unfortunately, we might have to shoot you. That's a shame. Yo, you're just breaking things? Come on, man. Setting things on fire? Okay. We might have to kill this guy. I think it instantly went out. Wardens do suppression. Okay, so who wasn't doing their job? You. You were not doing your job. When you should have been doing your job. What do I even do about you? Stop setting things on fire, idiot. Okay, now come over here. Oh my god, man. Okay. We're gonna have to shoot him. Oops. My bad. Also, wait. Yeah, you guys are coming back in like a few hours. Alright, you've been shot. Are you happy now? Are you done? Boom, 2 shots. Are you done now, please? Please stop. I don't want to kill you. Okay, we should probably stop shooting him. That's enough. He's just gonna fall unconscious. Go away. Death in 5 hours. He keeps breaking things. Yeah, how's that gunshot wound, bud? 4 of them, actually. Not bleeding from the left clavicle, though, somehow. Okay, he's gonna break things, and he's gonna be annoying, but it's fine. Yeah. Go break things. Go get mad. Go get angry. Lash out before you bleed to death. Whatever, man. Sure, Mad Squirrel, why not? Just throw it on top. Do we have anybody who can just, like, punch you? You good at punching? No. Can you punch? No. 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 It really was just you. Alright, well. Your manipulation and moving is pretty low. I think we should just, like, punch him. Just, like, punch him in the head. Oh, right, yeah, you can't do violence. You know what? Yeah, finish your meal real quick. God, you're annoying. I hate how it takes, like, literally 1 hit just to break everything. What is bro even shooting? Oh, he's setting things on fire. Stop that. And then he puts it out immediately. What is bro cooking? Listen, buddy. We're just gonna beat you to death. Okay, maybe not to death. But we have to beat you a little. Come on. You're gonna die, man. Okay, jeez. Alright. Yeah, just recapture him. Bring him back. Do we have any medical staff on site here? You. Walk in. What? Are you getting beaten up by a squirrel? Average Hexash side plot. What is happening to you, man? He might actually just die. He has 4 hours to live. I don't even know if Hexash can get back here in 4 hours because the squirrel's chasing him. Alright, Ava, you can shoot this squirrel. Hexash has to skedaddle. He's got to get going. That is one fast squirrel. Okay, I need you to tend... Oh, because you don't have medicine. Oh my god, man. Okay. You know what? He might actually just die. And I don't really care that much, to be honest. But at the very least, you're gonna go pick up some herbal medicine. What? I'm being trolled at this point. Nah, that's crazy. I said go pick up some medicine, and halfway through she said, oh, I can't help it, I just need to eat some food real quick. What? Alright, well that's one indirect kill for you then, I suppose. Like, hey, I need you to get this medicine, otherwise this person is probably gonna die. And you're like, I'm feeling a little hungry though, I don't know. Alright, drop the medicine. You're gonna finish what you're doing real quick. You can get back to what you're doing. Okay, now pick up the medicine. And then tend. Okay, he's not gonna die, but still, come on. You clearly need a propaganda camp. Can I make some propaganda? Can I destroy all hope Garrett has of ever leaving? Can I override the unwaveringly loyal trait? Okay, you're fine. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I needed right now. You're so right. You're so right, Cassandra. That's exactly what I needed right now. Also, a trade ship is passing by? What do you mean a trade ship is passing by? Oh, like one of the grav ships. Ooh, maybe. I don't know where they are, though. I don't know. We have stuff that they can buy if they really want. Go for it. Yeah, we also need this to be fixed. If it's not one thing, it's another. Comms console? Ooh, okay. What am I gonna do with that? Tell someone to, like, Well, I can't tell anyone to do anything with this. I guess. Oh, I can have you call people. And that's the combat supplier. Yeah, okay. Also, when do you guys get back? It feels like you were supposed to get here 3 hours ago. Days of food 0? You have food. You guys know you have food, right? Alright, I told you not to eat those, that's true. You know what? Yeah, you'll get here in like a day. Or not even a day, like an hour. Okay, so we have, how bad is this? It's just 2 guys with bows. It's actually not much of a raid. Traps can probably take care of them. Also, you can stop being drafted. Are you done yet? No? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need someone to rebuild that. It's gonna be your job. They won't be back till morning. Can't imagine how. Colonist needs rescue. Yeah, I'm sure. Why not? Dead in 3 hours. Sure, why not? Yeah, I kind of forgot that you were eaten by a squirrel. I thought you had longer than that, though. Okay, hold on. Where's my medic? Oh, you are the medic? Okay, well, you're cooked then. Well, we have other medics. It's gonna take them a little bit to get here, though, so... Just to rescue his Hexash real quick. You can stop the bleeding, right? You know how to do that, I'm sure. I'm sure you can do at least that. Okay, yeah, that could be worse. He's probably gonna get infected too, but... he'll live. Probably. Kidnapping? Are we talking organization? Yes, actually. I think we have 2 organs somewhere. Don't ask me where, because I actually don't remember where I put the organs. But they're in here somewhere. I think I might also need to expand the storage room a little bit, maybe. We have so much cloth. Okay, you've healed Hexash, right? Yeah, you're fine. You are technically fine, but you could use some help. Where's my other medic? You. Lisa. Do you want to maybe... or Hagu as well. Can somebody, like, do some work? Can someone do their job, maybe? It's not a huge deal, but I should probably patch that up. Okay, yep, these guys are trying to kill me. They're also imps. What is an imp? Impid. Spew fire. What is this, some kind of fantasy game? Fire resistant. Weak melee damage. Very fast runner. Interesting. Oh hey, this is finally done. Please tell me you're not going to shoot the watermill generator. We literally just finished building this thing. No, they're fine. There we go. They're going to make their way all the way around to the kill box. Pretty funny to witness the skill difference compared to EU4. Yeah, I mean that's what you get when you put the map gamer in front of a colony sim. Yeah, the difference between 7,000 and 0 hours does make itself a little bit apparent. But I'm improving, I'm getting better. Chat's very helpful. Okay, the Great Building. Also, what's this? 3? Oh, right, we got some refugees who want to stay here. Okay, maybe. We have a Great Building, a 6x9. The resources aren't very expensive, we just have to build this whole thing. Within 13 days of accepting it, and then it needs to stay up for 15 days. Okay, so... I think we can just, like, tear this thing down, because, like, it really hasn't served a purpose in a really long time. And then we can just replace it. Because this is at least a 6x9. Yeah. So we can just tear down this building in the center, and then replace it with that other building. Actually, what do I get for that? Goodwill, honor, plasteel. The plasteel seems useful. I just don't know when I'm ever going to get the chance to use it. I guess I could make a plasteel longsword in theory. Shields. Low shield pack. Single-use man-portable low-shield projector deployed on the ground. Allows bullets out but not in. Interesting. Very interesting. Hunter drone. Okay, we're getting a little too advanced for me here. I assume the marine armor is eventually going to need the plasteel, right? But I feel like just taking on plasteel is a lot of wealth that probably doesn't do too much for us. Also, hello, Rico Veer Camp. Good morning, how's it going? Awful prison cell. It's not that bad. Okay, it's kind of bad because there's a bunch of blood on the floor. It's kind of the least of your worries. In fact, your biggest worry is the fact that you now know you are never getting out of here. Also, we don't need to refuel that. Not right now. Your first run, you're doing pretty good. It's not like technically my first run, not like my first ever run, but it's the first time I played past like the first 10 days, kind of. Like, I've played a little bit of Rimworld, but not enough to actually know how anything works or what I should be doing. Just enough to know, like, how do I tell people to do things. That's kind of it. Do I have wood anywhere? I should. Oh no, you know what? We probably spent all of the wood that we chopped building this thing. Which is useful. In fact, boy, we have a lot of electricity right now. 5,600 grid excess. Feeling pretty good. We could also just pick up this wood here, that's true. We have some extra. So I need somebody with good construction to work on that, please. Which is going to be you or you. Also, I'm thinking we're probably going to get you out of that armor. Just because it slows you down a lot, I think. Yeah, it really does. So once you're done playing poker with yourself, which is definitely an interesting way of playing poker. Actually, I don't want to force you. don't want to force you to wear anything. I'm just going to clear forest. Apparel policy is soldier. I just don't want you to be super slow walking around. So maybe I do have to force you to swap. Unless I have to say, hey, swap back to civilian. But I feel like that's also not really going to work. You can assign the outfit stand to a pawn? Oh, really? Okay, hold on. Now, how do I do that? I can force them to equip it, for sure. Which I might do once you're done feeding food to that person. Once you're done eating, I guess. There you go. Yeah, that might be a mod. That's the thing. I think the real Rimworld experience is really going to be once I start getting into mods. Also, I was going to say, can we move all this stuff out of this kitchen? Can we just do that, please? Where's my dedicated mover? Oh, right, you got hurt a little bit. I mean, to be honest, you're kind of fine. But whatever. Mods are the soul of Rimworld. Yeah, if I ever do a second run, maybe I'll have to do it modded. Garrett can now walk. That's great for you, Garrett. I think it's going to take a little bit before you can actually get up and keep working, though. Oh, right, also, don't I need to... Yeah, you need to be enslaved. What a thing to say. And then also... Right, you technically need to be tamed. That is how your mechanic works. Which I think is going to be in handling. 11, 7, 12. Okay, what is happening? Badly malnourished. Who's not doing their job right now? You have no food, but you should have food because somebody should be giving you food because I'm telling people to do the wardening job. It seems like I give people orders for the love of the game. It feels like they just never get carried out. I feel like I'm a middle manager or something. Like, hey, I need you to do this. And then like 7 hours later, like, hey, did you do that thing? Like, no. No, I just didn't do that. Alright, let's get somebody on the job here. You, congratulations, you're gonna break up this fight. I mean, they're just gonna beat each other up, I think. Okay, yep, you're down for the count right now, and then we're just gonna beat you up until you lose consciousness. Might be tough to do. But you should be fine because you're wearing good armor. I just don't want to kill him. Main warden was binge eating till a minute ago? That's true. You don't like the fighting? You can always remove their legs? But I need their legs. I need them to have legs. Okay, are we done? Are we done yet? No. Okay. And you're resting, and you're resting. It's just like everybody's constantly injured. Nope, keep going. Probably shouldn't have you stab him. That's probably a bad idea. How are you doing, Hagu? Not excellent, to be honest. Yeah, let's swap someone out here. Please, hopefully we don't stab you to... Really? It took one shot, just insta-kill him? Really? Just one stab straight to the neck, insta-kill. This game is an extreme test of perseverance, enduring the most bullshit you can possibly imagine. No, this is too annoying. I want to roll this back. This is too aggravating. This is... Oh, man. All the way back here. No, I can do a better sequence of things with this. No, this game is too rage baiting, unfortunately. I will be rolling that back. The rage bait is simply too refined. It's too excellent. Also, just kill the squirrel. Just beat him up. Like, I don't think I can imagine a better, clearer sequence of rage bait in my entire life. The storytellers do feel like storytellers, though. I'll give you that. And the story they're telling is how long will it take before Corbett Alt F4s this game? That's the story we're having told here. Okay, so you at the very least just need to, like, tend. Without medicine, because he's gonna be dead in 3 hours. Well, maybe not. It's not gonna take you 3 hours to get back here. Sash. Okay, so you're not very happy. Because you're in pain. Understandable. You are going to tend to Garrett with medicine, because there's medicine right here, so you can actually just take it right here. Don't worry. Don't worry, man. I'll even do it manually for you. Just pick it up. Uh-huh. And you actually don't have to do anything right now, Emily. I just need you to chill, I think. Alright, Hexash, you're going to pick up the medicine. Alright. And then you're going to tend to Garrett. We'll worry about that later. And then you, I don't even remember exactly how you decided to go insane, but it was at the worst possible opportunity. Okay, so make sure that Garrett doesn't die, please. Death in 5 hours. 6.6% quality. I guess your manipulation's pretty bad. Wow. Really bad. I was just wasting the medicine. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, at least Garrett's not gonna die. Cool. Hex Ash. Yeah, just like go and chill. And you can self-tend, actually. There's like at least a 20% chance that we're actually just gonna like lose in today's stream. What to do in order to bypass the learning curve for this game? I have no idea. Oh, you're outside? Okay, yeah. Maybe you simply deserve to die then. I don't know. Like, maybe there's actually no saving this colony. Like, maybe we actually all just deserve to die. Alright, Ava, go ahead and shoot some birds for me. You have a shotgun, so it shouldn't be too hard for you. That's 1 miss. 2 miss. There you go, you got somebody. And you're gonna die, actually. Like, you might actually just die. I don't really know what to do. You're allowed to tend to yourself. I just don't think you're going to, though. I think he prefers death. Alright, second one, Ava. How did you miss? It's literally shooting birds with a shotgun. Is my entire colony gonna get slimed by a handful of birds? I didn't realize when I booted up today's stream, I didn't think it was like right before the end of the campaign. Like, I didn't really realize it was just gonna be like right before everything's over. Is this intentional? Do I have too many people? Is that what the game is telling me? So they send me more dangerous things just to, like, to kill me instantly? Like, oh, you have too many people. We're gonna make one of your slaves break out. Oh, that guy is, you know, he's injured and someone else is injured in the process? Well, actually, we're gonna send a squirrel at you. Right? And then when that's done, we're gonna send you 6 birds. And all of that is in the span of 3 hours of in-game time. It feels like I'm playing chess at this point. I'm gonna try and figure out the optimal play, or the loadout, I guess. At this point, I'm playing a game of chess. I gotta solve this game. Let me see if I can solve this. So Hex Ash needs to kill the squirrel, and then you just need to put them in here. Okay, Hex Ash, there we go. Okay. Not bad actually. Okay, good run. Good run so far, good RNG. Okay, then you bring him into here. So the Hex Ash RNG is a little bit better, because he's not going to die immediately. And then we need to have you pick up some medicine. Okay, you picked it up. Good. Now you tend to Garrett. I'm going to be laser focused, absolutely locked in on anything and everything happening in this colony. Exotic goods transfer. Trade ship. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so you're dealing with Garrett. Okay, good RNG on the heel. Alright, Garrett's not going to die anymore. That's good. Medical emergency. Yeah, that makes sense. He'll be fine though. Okay, Hexash. No immediate danger. Allow self-tend. I'm just waiting for, like, lightning strike. Like, that's going to be the next thing. Alright, you're fine. You're a little bit hurt from beating up Hexash, actually. Or Garrett. Okay. This is what the game sends next. Manhunting porcupines. That is significantly better than the birds. Okay, I also need to develop a new system here, alright? Whenever there are animals, evil animals going around, I'm gonna need you guys to just not leave the main base. Okay, we're gonna have a new area. And the new area is gonna be like here. Okay, so you can be anywhere in here. Wherever you want to be, alright? In this area, making sure we have no overlap. This new area, we're gonna call this... Oh shit. We're being raided, alright? And when we're being raided, nobody's allowed to leave this area, okay? Because that's how we get stupid things like the birds flying through the walls. Because, like, you left the door open because you were outside and you shouldn't have been. Also, you do not need to worry about that at this point. Okay, so who's able to shoot? You can shoot. You can shoot. You're not having a very good time. But you actually can shoot. You three, stand here, okay? First trap. Second trap. Okay, we might be fine. But just in case we're not. Okay, not too bad. It's kind of like the first attempt we made. Where it was just two raiders and they died to the traps. Okay, you guys are back. There's gonna be something else though. There's always another thing. It's gonna be like another raid immediately. We actually did have it too easy if you look at the history. Okay, a marriage. That took a really long time actually. Okay, maybe we have solved Cassandra's dilemma. Maybe. Also, I should probably accept this in 2 days. Let's make sure that we don't make the same mistake. Wardening, #1 priority. #1 priority. I don't care what you're doing, you need to warden. Because you... Let me guess. No food? Yeah, let's go fix that. In fact, I don't think you're willing to do your job right now. So instead, I'm going to force you to do your job. So that you don't do something stupid. Ooh, actually just yoinked that food. That's crazy. That's crazy. Beating fire out? I actually don't care enough, to be honest. The cotton is not something I care about. Alright. Bring more food. Besides, it's raining. It'll be fine. Probably. Yeah, we should call down the trade ship. Probably a good idea. Okay, now you get to eat too. Congratulations. Okay, not gonna beat anybody up now, are you? Minor break risk? I mean, yeah, that's every day for you. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, we're gonna have you call the trade ship. Okay, you're fine. Why is this bed steel? Don't make a steel bed. Slept in the heat. They consider 23 degrees to be sleeping in the heat? Well, maybe you do. No, I think you're fine. I don't know. Oh, also, you shouldn't be wearing this suit anymore, because this suit makes you walk at like a snail's pace. It's probably one of the main issues we have with you. Yeah, minus 1.25 move speed? Take that thing off. Also, you need to take that off as well. Okay, good morning, Elisa. I guess you can eat breakfast first. Then we'll call the trade ship. Okay, to send items or silver to orbital traders, you must build an orbital trade beacon and place a stockpile items near it. Yep, we did do that. So... what do you have? Well, starting off, we can sell you some psychite tea, maybe some ambrosia. Wow, you have a lot of money. Components? Yoink. Advanced components. I guess I should have a few of those on me. They have a lot of books. Architect Eye? Interesting. Litter medicine? Do they have any? Oh yeah, they do. Oh, they have a lot. For only 48? That's not too bad. I don't think we need 28 though. Might buy like 4. Also, should I sell these gravlite panels? I don't know if I'm gonna build a gravtech ship. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll build like a little one. I should? Yeah, sure. Also, what's a pollux seed? Absorbs pollution. Interesting. Archite Castle? That's a whole lot of words. No human can create one. Can be spent at a gene assembler to create a new archite-powered xenogerm. Okay, this is none of my business. Telescope? Yeah, we can buy a telescope. Psychic shock lance could be useful. Yeah, it could be useful maybe. What does that do? Limited use psychic effector. Limited use. 2 charges on it. Okay. Shocks the target's mind with chaotic images, blocking coherent perception and dropping them into a state of psychic shock. It's it's the mental flashbang. There's a risk of brain damage. That's probably fine. Probably. Drive someone into a berserk state? The shock lance seems really useful because I can just like point and click and now you're downed, you know? I feel like I should also buy a bunch of books. Maybe not this one. Having books helps research. The skill trainer? Ooh, skill trainer intellectual. Good idea. 714. Technically affordable. What is this? Drive nearby animals into a manhunting range? Rage? Why would I even want to do that? That seems awful. We can do that though. I don't even have much to sell them. I could sell them some animals, I guess. Although not really, I'm kind of short on animals. A whole bunch of them just died. But yeah, I do have this metal blood serum. Oh, it makes them vulnerable to fire though, right? That was one issue. Do I sell the plasteel? I could probably use that for something, like a sword. Quite a few alpaca. I have a handful of alpaca. I could sell some of the, some of these female alpaca. Like 2 of them. Maybe like 2 of the younger males. Maybe 1 of the younger males, just in case. Oh yeah, I could also sell the Granlin seed. But, I don't know, maybe I'll hold on to that. I might keep it. This kind of seems fine to me. Vegan trainers wasted money? I mean... It can't be that bad. Gremlin scene can be awesome if you have enough time. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know about that. It feels like nobody really does the things that I need them to do anyway, you know? Okay, I think this is fine. I'll make this deal. It's a pretty decent deal. Although, maybe I could pick up a little more Glitter World medicine. Maybe like 2 more, just to have 7 on me. Because apparently you can't make this stuff, right? So... might as well have a little bit of it. Okay, we'll do this, sure. And then I am gonna need somebody to like actually work on hauling things. We don't have a dedicated hauler right now. I think because you're actually my dedicated hauler, aren't you? No, you're one of my constructors. I don't think I have a dedicated hauler. You're making food, you're cutting up porcupines. You have so much meat just like chilling on the floor. I mean, you should be the dedicated hauler and cleaner, for sure, right? Just dropped in, how's the colony going? Not that great. It's kind of a mixed bag. How much do you believe in your religion? 28%? Okay, we should actually convert you. We should do a conversion ritual. In theory, that makes it better, right? Expectations moderate, minus 10% quality. Can the speaker be somebody else? No, it has to be the loyalizer. Yeah, it might be a good time to save, true. Alright, let's see if we can get... see if we can get you converted, actually. Let's do that. Conversion ritual on you with you. Sure. Not the greatest chances, but I'll take them. I like how we have to throw you down on the altar. As long as she's kept relatively unhappy, you'll eventually get them. Yeah, but we've had way too many issues stemming from people being unhappy. Masterful conversion ritual, what can I say? I never doubted it. It's peak. Okay, do you have food? Well, you should have food. Okay, yeah, so your job's hauling and cleaning. So what are you doing right now? Playing horseshoes. Naturally. Yeah, why not? Oh, I completely forgot I gave you a stupid work schedule because you were a kid. Okay, I have to give you like a proper work schedule now. Oops. And shouldn't I be lining up everybody's work schedules to be like kind of similar? Does it really matter? I don't know. Like maybe I'll just let you do whatever you want. And trust that the work gets done. Of course, prison break, because like, why would we warden? Why would we warden, guys? Why would we do that? Although I think the prison break just kind of happens on its own. I don't think that's necessarily a wardening issue. So prison break, is that both of you? Better not be. Or is that just you? No, it's definitely both of you. Also, her beliefs are now ours. Okay, so we're just having a prison break for the love of the game. Let's just say... What do I even do about this? Because I don't want to shoot you. We might have to shoot you. Or stab you. I should have somebody who's like a dedicated guard and they just have like a baton or something. So they don't have to stab people. I don't know if we have non-lethal weapons in this game though. I feel like every weapon is just as lethal as possible. Can we even make non-lethal? Like a club? That's still kind of a lethal weapon, sort of, I guess. Maybe it's not as lethal, though. Shock lance? Am I gonna have to use both uses of the shock lance immediately? Because that kind of sucks. But I guess so, because I don't want them dead. I want to recruit both of them. Also, what the hell is this? Why is it all the way out here? Sitting out in the rain. Actually, yeah, where's that shock lance? Where is that? Shock lance? Psychic? Where's the package I ordered? Where's my Amazon delivery? Someone equipped it? No. I specifically ordered this, the psychic lance. Didn't I? Maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I did, though. Okay, we might have to do this the old-fashioned way. Unless it's, like, on somebody. Did you pick any of this up? No. Like, they're hauling it? No. Did I actually purchase this psychic lance, or am I... Maybe... Have I gone insane? I'm pretty sure I purchased that. Yeah, maybe I just got ripped off. I don't know. Alright. Well, this game, I think, is just telling me that I'm not allowed to have more colonists. So I guess we're just gonna have to shoot you. You can't fight anyways, that's fine. Could have deteriorated. Does it deteriorate in like 2 hours? Yeah, we did already search. It doesn't deteriorate in 2 hours? Okay, because like the books are still out here. Would it deteriorate faster than a book in the rain? Okay, I don't know. Okay, maybe it's best not to flee towards the person trying to beat you up. Like, just generally speaking. You've become a manhunter. Could you, like, not, maybe? Wait, are you just gonna fight each other? Because actually, that could be the best possible outcome. Let me just see what happens here. You've already been shot, though. Possible it dropped on the mountain tiles and despawned. Another rage bait classic from the video game Rimworld. Okay, you've been down, so you're not dead at least. That's good. You're also both in restraints. I don't really know what your plan is, but if you try to leave, you're just gonna walk into the trap. Maybe not the best idea. Alternatively, it's a great idea. You should do that. Okay, so are you permanently cooked? Are you like a manhunter forever now? Hopefully not. Alright, Marine, go capture. Oh, you're gonna go through the door. Suppose that makes sense. Alright, we're gonna have to shoot him. Are you gonna die? Kinda, but not really. He is kind of fast. He's also been nothing but trouble, so low-key, maybe we just let him go. Death in 4 hours? Well... he is a hussar, so he might just die before he loses consciousness. Might bleed out to death before he loses consciousness. Which doesn't seem possible, but it's Rimworld. I think it is possible. Oh, he's down, not even dead. Well, what do you know? Alright, you're getting recaptured. Are you gonna die in 3 hours? Okay, you know what? Make sure it doesn't die first. Okay, now... yeah, now we'll capture you, I guess. But actually... not really what I had in mind. Okay, never mind. If everybody could just stop fighting each other for a day. I'm not even sure if it's been a day, actually. Tend without medicine? I have a better idea. How about you tend with medicine? Although maybe I have to... No, you are tending. Okay, good. Are you gonna die? Don't do that. We do have multiple medics who are all on doctoring duty, so let's see what medic number 1 is doing. Also getting stuff to tend. Okay, good. Medic number 2, tending. Medic number 3 doesn't really have to do much. Do you have a go juice stockpile? No. But I'm thinking we can probably get some go juice in the next 30 days. Probably. Now, dedicated hauler. I know you have bruises and stuff, and that sucks. Unfortunately, I do also need you to do your job. Right, so you guys are no longer on... Oh shit. We're getting raided, so you don't need to do that. So we just need the books. Ava and Emily are on unrestricted, and everybody else is on not kitchen. Okay, so then I'm gonna need you to actually haul this stuff. Quest expires, and then there's also this one. So there's 3 refugees, which could be useful. Actually, could be super useful. We do need the labor. And then there's this. I don't really even know what to do with this whole honor thing. We still technically haven't done the novice ceremony because the first time... I mean, we tried to do it the first time and then somebody decided to insult our guests. Not naming names or anything, but somebody decided to insult our guests. Also, let me double check a text that I just got. One moment. Uno momento. The stream might be getting cut slightly short. A little bit. Yeah, we might actually have 1 hour left in today's stream. That was, unexpected. Stream is getting shorter today, actually. Minor break risk because you are in intense pain and you observed a rotting corpse, which nobody could be bothered to move yet. Also, I think we have more than enough food. These are gonna remain grown even if I don't harvest them, right? So, like... Do we really need to harvest everything? Major break risk. Yeah, just go relax, I guess. Everything okay? Yeah, everything is fine. It's just like I'm supposed to leave to go. I have to like drive an hour and a half later today. But at some point, well, like I thought it was gonna be around like 4-ish. But it just got moved up to 1. So that is cutting the stream a little short. Yeah, the food will eventually rot if we don't like pick it up, right? But like the crops should remain grown, shouldn't they? Maybe. The crops will rot. Oh. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's not forget about these quests, though. So this one, I think we can do this. And it might just be better if I get honor or something. We gain titles, and then the titles allow us to get military aid, so... Oh, but it also increases expectations. Maybe some goodwill with the Empire is not a bad idea. The plasteel is cool, but I have not found a purpose for it yet. Other than maybe making helmets. Yeah, maybe I'll accept it for goodwill. Plasteel's better than goodwill? I guess I'll throw it into the plasteel pile then. I guess I could make some plasteel helmets. But you already have like the best gear on this planet. Speaking of gear, actually, do you wanna... I just kind of forgot to make you do that. Although then again, we keep on getting sudden threats in the middle of our base. Also, while you're here, just go ahead and like move the meat around if you would, please. Like, we just don't want that sitting on the floor. See, look how much faster she is when she's not wearing this armor. Okay, 1 second, gotta reply to another text. Alright, chat, remind me, in 1 hour is when I have to leave. Yup, infection, that's a classic. We love infection. Yeah, we do have another book sitting outside. I'm gonna have you work on hauling, actually. That's not hauling. You. Oh, no, you're gonna do stupid hauling. Never mind. Do the good hauling, please. And then we have these 2 books to move as well. Actually, can't you carry multiple things at once? You can pick up the book. Can you also... No, you can't pick up both of them. Okay, we'll just go with this then. The components are probably fine. At least for a little bit. You want a neural supercharge? That's too bad. Also, Garrett, you need to be enslaved again. Forgot about that. Should probably get rid of these wall torches at this point. It's summer. These do not need to be on. In fact, I think we're able to maintain the temperature fine, so we can just get rid of that. We only need the wall torches in here. And in fact, I might even turn this off for now. And then also I'm going to put a vent between these two. I think what I need to do is also build more prisons. More prison cells. So I'm going to give each prisoner like their own little thing here, but then I always have like... Okay, maybe not always, but I oftentimes have multiple prisoners. Okay, who should be doing some hauling? Not exactly what I had in mind here. Okay, let's go ahead and have you work on something else once you're done with this. All that. And then you need to haul that. Okay, at least the books are out of the rain. Rimworld medicine. I'm not really sure even how this deteriorates. But okay. Also, your movement's still pretty bad. I feel like I'm kind of like brute forcing the game a little too much, you know what I mean? Like, I think the game is really trying to tell me, hey, you already have too many people. Okay, we're gonna keep sending things until one of them dies, and then we will be nicer. Right, so as I said, a group of pigskins. Wow. There are like 6 of them. And wouldn't you know it, we haven't set the traps back up yet, because we've just been busy dealing with 73 other different things. Okay, well, you have one objective right now, and that is to swap your outfit. Anybody who's not constructing something right now, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, because honestly, they're attacking right now. So we're not going to be able to construct anything in time. We'll just not worry about that. Take the refugees, you're right. And I did say yes to the thing, I think. Right? No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I messed that up too. Just another day in Rimworld. Okay, we'll accept that. Okay. You guys are gonna come in from the side. Cool. You have some weapons. Neat. Alright, so once again, let's not forget, we need to put everyone on oh shit, we're getting raided, so they don't leave. Wakey wakey, it is time to shoot people. Yeah, don't get caught outside, bud. Oh, you're not even gonna try and do the regular thing, you're just gonna try and break through. Well, that's new. Okay, well, new plan then. You're gonna stand here. And you, I guess, you're gonna have to stand here. You can stand there though, that's fine. Xash, stand here. Ava. You should be fine. Okay, yeah, I really thought they would just go through the shortest path. But they like the most resistance, so I guess we'll accommodate. Unless even they don't know what they're doing. If we don't know what we're doing, then our enemy surely cannot predict our behavior. What are you doing? Are you waiting for each other? Oh, that's cooked. Oh, they're coordinated. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, you actually need to stand here. Actually, you can stand here for a second. You're probably gonna die, but like, that's life. It happens. Okay, never mind. Everyone can just move back here. I don't really know what their plan is here, but the doors are kind of holding for now, and when they don't, then we have you here. They're gonna get closer here, right? And then you're just gonna click a little combat command. Okay, lock in. Oh. Oh no. That's not good news. Don't like that very much. At least he's running away, kind of? Not really? Can you get rid of the fire on you? Is that a thing? Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. How are you? Whoa, that might be the most insane shot I have ever seen in my life. That's not just around the corner, that's through the wall. That's a full 180-degree coverage of wall here. Never seen something like that in my life. Okay, can you back up, please? You gonna stand here for a second, or are you gonna try and fight? You're probably gonna die. Oh, no, you're fine actually, but you don't need to be here. We got somebody with good armor on the case. And they're fleeing. Ooh, okay, that was kind of stressful actually. That was a stressful one. I don't want to chase them. You guys can do whatever. If you're gonna die, don't do that. You got shot in the left pinky and that's gonna kill you in 18 hours? I guess your left thumb was also destroyed. Oof. I don't think that's gonna kill you though. But hey, I'm not a Rimworld survivor. Maybe out on the Rimworld, if you get stabbed in the thumb, it just kills you in the next day. Okay, somehow we are alive. I feel like every 20 minutes I get to say that. We even have enough hospital beds? Maybe? Not really. Okay, anybody who... Whoa. Pause. Glitter World medicine? No. No. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't use that unless someone's gonna die. Also, who has the infection? Speaking of someone gonna die, or someone about to die. Doesn't someone have an infection somewhere? Oh, it's gonna be one of you. You have an infection? Major infection. Yeah, maybe you'll die. Nah, your immunity's 63% already. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. If your thumb got shot off and there's nothing left of it, 18 hours to bleed out if nothing is done seems generous. I feel like it would just scab itself over. Maybe. Like your thumb getting shot off? I mean, that's a pretty big wound. That is pretty bad. But it's not like your arm getting cut off. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make a better kill box design by at least, like, doubling the traps. Well... yeah. We do need a better kill box design, but the best kill box design is one that your colonists will actually maintain. Exhibit A, none of the traps are set. And that is one of the major issues. Oh yeah, these guys, all of you, are basically, well, you could do research, but no, I'm just gonna have you haul and clean. Okay, that is your main job. It's the main thing that I need you to do. And then, yeah, okay, I guess firefight, be a patient, bed rest, be a doctor if you're good at being a doctor. Well, maybe not, because I want people to level up their skills. Could turn off some of the farms, that is true. Okay, yeah, we got rid of the slab bed. But it's not enough to get rid of the bed. You understand, right? Ava, you're not great at constructing, but... we do have enough wood. Yeah, just make that bed for me, please. Or don't. You know what? Yeah, just don't do that then. Oh, right, because I told everybody... Forgot, everyone's on, oh shit, we're getting raided. Okay, so let's go and get... Where is... Sorry, Ava and Emily are the two that just need to be... Ava and Emily, and then everyone else is just not kitchen. Land next to the stockpile instead of the fertile river might be more productive because of travel time. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. I also think I'm just like wasting everybody's time by planting cotton because there's nothing I'm doing with this. Once every blue moon, someone will come by and we can actually sell them the cloth. But most of the time, nobody does. No one wants to buy the cloth. Tribute collector from the refugee dominion. I don't think I'm going to give you anything, actually. You have a crisis of belief? Okay, good. Also, have you been quote-unquote tamed yet? No. Okay. I mean, we're still going to harvest this cloth, but then we're just going to say, hey, by the way, do not sow this field. Just harvest and then just chill. Because then we have our food, our corn, right? We have some potatoes. We have the drugs that we sell. We have the medicine that we need. More medicine that we need. Maybe too much medicine. Major break risk. Oh yeah, you are a person. Hungry and... Oh, are we putting... We're putting bodies in here. We should not be putting bodies in here. Oh yeah, we put... We put Romanov in here. Because we said maybe one day we'll revive you. Even though your brain is destroyed. But I don't want these bodies in here. I wish I could say, actually, just keep one body. I think I need to disallow this and then say, actually, bodies? No. No corpses. Except for this one. Sarcophagus? Yeah, we'll get around to it. I feel like that's what I say about every single thing in this game. We'll get around to it. Okay, yeah, you guys are bringing these guys over there. Also, thank you very much for that follow over on Twitch. Alright, everybody's moving things, that's good. I feel like I am a little bit too spread out on this map. Like I have things everywhere. All in this big area in the center. I should have maybe compressed a few things. Also, if you could just, like, clean the prison barracks here. Actually, no, somebody else should be cleaning it. Garrett has been enslaved. Welcome back, Garrett. Also, yeah, you can rest, I guess. That's fine. The thing is, like, if we keep this armor on her, then it's gonna wear down over time, right? And I don't really know how to fix that. So maybe we should just have you swap outfits. No one's gonna die, right? Just double checking after that. No, everybody's fine. Okay. You know what else I could do? I just had a brilliant idea. What if I just get the cloth to, like, sit in the stockpile over here instead? Because, like, I don't use it for anything. It just sits here. So it's just kind of like wasted space and wasted time to bring it all the way over here when I don't really use it for much. But I suppose if I ever feel like actually making better clothing, which I definitely should. Oh, also, yeah, you're wearing a parka. Well, nobody's clothing should be forced. Except for you, kind of. Whenever you feel like it, you can just take that parka off. It's actually entirely optional. We do have a few tattered clothes. Are you... Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, are you dead or something? We should probably make some clothes for the slaves, too. I think they're both actually just naked. You have terrible cloth pants that might as well not exist. We should make some pants and some button-down shirts. Okay, well, she seems to want to keep the parka on, but I'm going to tell you to drop it anyway. Who's on cleaning? Like 7 different people. Are any of them doing it? No. That's because they're going to haul things instead. To be fair, I did tell them to do that. We do have to clear out these bodies. Like, number 1 priority, reset the traps. Actually, that is the number 1 priority. Nothing should happen until those traps are reset. What could you possibly be doing? They're chopping down this tree? Don't do that. Well, no, I need you to do this because I need you to harvest the ambrosia. We sell that for money. I just don't care about the trees, but you do you, I guess. Okay, Emily, I know you like to make psychite tea, and that's cool and all that, but I actually need you to construct things. Yeah. Now, I'm thinking about it, and I don't think we even have enough beds for everybody. Like, I don't think you have a bed, I don't think you have a bed. Maybe one of you gets a bed, but we don't really have enough. So we're just gonna have to make more beds. At least temporarily. Oh, never mind, hold on. Bowers, mugs. And Holmes should have one somewhere. Well, I'm sure whatever situation you have, you're probably fine with it. Alright, we do have bedrolls, that's true. But I mean, you have a bed. And you have a bed. 1, 2. Okay, you can have that. That's fine, actually. Never mind, everybody has a bed. Okay, we are getting some things moved around. Skill trainer. Telescope. We'll install that outside, I guess. Also, travel can go back to... You need fine, I think. No, you need lavish but no raw. Hagu can be simple. Elisa needs lavish but no raw. And you guys should all be on simple, actually. What do I get for handing over tribute? Goodwill, I guess. Honor? Eh, that's fine. Okay, well, we are moving things. The storage room, awful, minus 73. Excellent. Yeah, it's pretty dirty in there. There we go. We are rebuilding the traps, though. That's good. Alright, buddy, how are you doing? You are pretty upset because you don't like your clothes. You don't like the fact that they suck. Okay, that's fair. So, can I change your apparel policy? Can we decide to give you anything? Probably. You actually just don't have clothes. That's the other thing. We need somebody who has good animal skill. We should just get this out of the way every single day. Animal skill, that would be... You have 12. You have 11, 7, 10, 14. Not too bad, actually. Hey, do you want to... Oh, interacted 2 recently. Have we just been failing this every single day? Impressive. Also, maybe we should give you a slightly better slave cell. Maybe he'll try to break out less. Heat wave, let's go! Oh, don't worry, the fridge is fine. Although it could be a little cooler because of this heat wave. So we should build a second one in here. Yeah, it's 5 degrees. It should be minus 5 degrees. Thank you, heat wave. I'm probably not going to expand more this direction. At least not yet. Okay, so in theory, Cassandra's not going to send me anything more, right? Manhunter pack and then the enemy raid. I think I've noticed, actually. I'm starting to understand when my colonists come back and my wealth jumps up, I get sent another raid. Or specifically a Manhunter pack. Which isn't that bad, but it's weird that it happened twice whenever my colonists come back from a trip. Also, I could assign you this bed. Maybe. I don't know if you'll even accept it. Don't need that, though. You can be assigned this bed. Or at least you should auto-assign. Come on. You are a prisoner, and that is a prison bed, and you're in a prison cell, so it should be yours. It should be your bed. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Oh, also, this is actually kind of meant for slaves. So if somebody could just, like... Somebody could move you over. Ooh, conversion. Let's go. Still technically not a colonist and can't be converted, but that's one step in the right direction. Okay, I think after this harvest season, we should probably just not worry about planting. I think we have enough food to last us the next year. Okay, well that's actually not supposed to be your bed, but okay. Oh, there we go. Now you figured it out. That is your bed. Dark vision from Boers. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, there we go. It gave me a heart attack. Whenever this game, like, slows down for a split second, like, it just has a little pause. And I'm like, oh god, what is it this time? Ooh, just a little ship crash. That's okay. Okay. A shuttle of the refugee dominion is taking damage and is seeking a place to land. They want to land here. Ithakin from Hodenfur will attack the crashed shuttle site in an attempt to kill its occupants. You must defend them. It contains Pyrrha, another civilian, and one trooper. The commander and civilian must be rescued, but the troopers may be sacrificed. After 8 hours, a rescue shuttle will come to pick up the survivors. You need to get them all on board within 12 hours. Brother. Okay, so... So what do I want for this? Because I might do this. I just... Please. Please, for the love of God, please land inside the compound. Please land within the compound. Otherwise, we will not save you, okay? We are not saving you if you do not land within the compound. Otherwise, if you do land within the borders, within the walls, then you have a chance. If you don't, you're SOL, buddy. That's too bad. I'm not doing it. The wellness of your slaves will affect their amount of escape attempts? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's why this is, like, not a great place to put the slaves. Especially with the little skeleton in here. I just gotta remind them. Gotta remind them what could happen to them. It could be worse, you know? See what happened to the last guy who tried to escape? Why am I even researching geothermal? I think because someone said, oh, research geothermal, and then I said sure without realizing that I have a grid excess of 5,000 watts. Anyway. That's not a big deal. We'll still do it, but for this quest, Better World Medicine to heal all the wounds you get from saving them. Yeah. Well, you know what? We have a few hours. I'm gonna let people keep doing their things for like a few hours. I'm starting to feel like this growing zone for the ambrosia is actually not even worth it. It takes so long to get over there. Also, I feel like this milk has been out there for 2 straight days. Just no one's bothered to pick that up. We just have milk sitting around. Okay, yeah, you know what? We'll accept this quest. I guess we will do it for the Glitter World medicine. The Goodwill doesn't seem that useful. I'm sure it will be later. If we get raided and it's really bad, then we can call them and ask for help. Eventually. But for Glitter World medicine, I mean, we do have a little bit. We have some Glitter World medicine. Uranium might be interesting, though. Maybe I'll keep that for the uranium. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. Sure. Listen, if you don't land within the compound, I'm telling you, okay? You get one shot. You know what? Close enough, whatever, man. Sure. It really isn't close enough, though. That's the thing. How do I force you guys within the walls? Like, you need to leave. You can't just stand by the ship. You need to lock in, and you need to be here, okay? You need to be within the walls. Don't stand outside the walls. Also, whoever's supposed to be working on the freezer right now, please do not stop halfway through the job. Please do not stop halfway through. I feel like that's your job, actually. Well, okay, yeah, it is your job, but actually you need to equip the armor. And the next person who's good at constructing, you, Garrett, work on that. Shuttle arriving in 8 hours. Heat stroke, of course. It's really hot inside too, and 29 degrees. Wait, didn't I tell Garrett to do that? Whatever. Okay, that should turn on with a target of -5 degrees. Oh yeah, the food's gonna... like, it's actually cooking in here. Like, it's 40 degrees in this so-called freezer. Wait, am I crazy? What am I missing? It's been 4 hours. Okay, you don't really need to do this anymore. There's the raid. Okay, I was kind of confused for a minute. It is a boar and one guy. It's really not as bad as I was expecting. Also, why is there just like a hole in my fence? Oh, that's the gate. Never mind. That's embarrassing. Yo, what are we doing to him? Whoa. What is that? What did you just do? I don't like it. Is there just like a... Is the rabbit... the rabbit is also evil? Battle stat boost? Also, you need to get much closer. Don't shoot our own ally. Okay, that really wasn't so bad. Unless there are other evil animals I should know about. Okay, you're chilling. Oh yeah, you can swap out of the outfit now. I feel like maybe I'm wasting a lot of time by doing like outfit swaps. Also, where did your outfit go? Who stole your clothes? Maybe they're in here, but they shouldn't be. I think I told you to swap the outfit. Well, now I'm just confused. Okay. Alright, well, I need you to take the armor off, so I guess I have to draft you for that. Where did your clothes go? Okay, well... Take the armor off. Yeah, how do I get you to put this onto the actual target? Onto the stand? Armor is allowed to be put on there, okay. I guess someone else is just gonna put it on the stand. Okay, and where did your other clothes go? Oh, there we go. Actually, we can get you to haul that. And then that's like right there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, that's not where that goes. You know where that goes. That goes here. Critical priority. Why are you putting it somewhere else? That's not where that goes. That's where that goes. And then, for some reason, instead of putting your other clothes back on the rack, which you do 100% of the time, you've decided not to do that. Maybe because I forced you to the soldier policy? Well, that's fine. How's that, trooper? I think they're fine. Yeah, they're doing okay. There we go. Rescue shuttle arrived. You guys should auto-load, right? Yep. Okay, and it departs. And we get our stuff. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna get one of these refugees to just work on... just cleaning, actually. Who has good stats for cleaning stuff? Does that change anything? No. That changes something. You're lazy. Sanguine. Okay. You know what? Yeah, you can just clean stuff, I guess. Okay, that's not too bad. You're fully healed. Congratulations. Please try not breaking out. Please do not try to break out again. That'd be really cool. Also, we do not need to have this on in here. The slaves are gonna suffer heat stroke. Because it is 49 degrees Celsius in these prison cells. And this heat wave could last for days. Like inside, it's 40 degrees Celsius in here. We're gonna need a second cooler. People are gonna die of heat stroke. We'll put a second cooler in this room. Medical emergency. Yeah, I'm sure, because everyone has heat stroke. I have to throw some people into the freezer. I think I remember at some point I was like, oh, I should put a cooler in here. And then someone was like, nah, that's a waste of components. So I didn't. Boom. Heat stroke. Passive coolers for the prison cells. I feel like I'm just making more effort for myself. I have to keep on replenishing them. Okay, can I temporarily put a prisoner sleeping spot in here? Oh, that actually cuts off this entire stockpile zone. Never mind, don't do that. Okay, and then what we're gonna do... Not really where I thought you would go, but I'm just gonna tell you to go here. Or like, I wanna... Yeah, there we go. We'll put you in the freezer and then you'll be a little bit better. Everybody loves breaking the walls and then not actually building the thing that I need them to build. That's like the #1 thing that colonists love to do. Is like, oh, you want a cooler in here? That's great. Well, we can tear down the wall now, but the cooler's gonna take 3 to 5 business days. Bro, just do all of it at once, please. Just do the whole thing. It'll take a second, but it does have power. Or it should. Okay, never mind. We learned that the limit is 6 tiles. Okay, is it gonna get any cooler in this house? Well, it's gotten to 32 degrees. I mean, that's a lot better than 40. Stream time is kind of up. You're right. Okay. It's a little bit of a shorter one today, and boy, was it eventful. whatever you can say, you definitely can't say that it was uneventful. Boy, was this a stream. So many things happened. So many things happened. Rimworld really is the things are gonna happen whether you like it or not simulator. Things look a little better. At the start of today's stream, they looked pretty good. And then it all fell apart 3 times consecutively. And then it's just like boom, boom. Too many things happening. Well, hopefully next time we do get the opportunity to recruit. Are you converted yet? Not yet, but we're getting there. Whatever her name is, she's recruited. Not recruited, but you are. Both heat stroke and hypothermia. That's a classic. Okay, we're gonna put you back in your cell at some point. No prisoner bed available at all. Well, that's just not true. Anyway, we're gonna save. And I'm gonna come back next Saturday, probably again with another Rimworld stream real quick. Hopefully a longer one, because this one was a little bit shorter. But we're gonna call it there for today. Even though it was a little short. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming here. I hope to see you again next weekend for a longer Rimworld stream, and sometime this week I will be continuing that Anbanar campaign that we've been doing for a little while. And by a little while, I mean since April, I think. Or maybe May. Might be May, actually. Anyway. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I will see you soon-ish. And until then, bye, bit.